I'm going to take this $250, 10x it, and turn it into a $2,500 PC.
Last video, I turned $250 into $500. In only 3 flips, I went from a DDR3 system to a DDR4 to then a DDR5, ending the video with Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper cost me $495 out of my $520 budget, which I then sold for $600, putting me at $625 for the budget. I took that $625 and bought this $400 PC. The guy who sold it to me wasn't really interested in PCs and wanted some money to upgrade his car. Lucky for me, that means I got it at a great discount. This PC had a rare AMD graphics card that you can't find under $300, an NZXT case which retails about $180, and a Ryzen 5 5600X which is going on Amazon right now for about $200. This PC is screaming a good deal. Now it's time to flip it. But first, let's make sure it runs.
So here is the new PC that we got for $400. I just need to plug it in and see how it runs, see how it works, and then we're gonna take it apart and get it cleaned up. These cases are so weird. You have to press really hard on these power buttons. Looks like it posted. Let's see what's going on.
PC was running amazing. I was playing Valorant at about 300 plus FPS and honestly was really enjoying myself. But little did I know, this PC would cause me the worst headache of all time.
Ooh, this PC is gonna make me mad because I updated the BIOS and then now it's activating the BitLocker, which means I can't get into Windows, which means I have to flash back and then I have to reset and then I have to update the BIOS again, and then I'm gonna take apart this PC.
That was only headache number 1, but I decided to push through and move on to cleaning the PC, which was like headache number 2. This thing was dusty, and I was debating on calling this PC dusty because it's just that disgusting. Whatever house it was in before the last guy, it was just full of gross dust. This guy just didn't clean his PC apparently. It's an NZXT case, which means it's even better at keeping out dust, which means his house was really dirty. I cleaned this thing for like 3 hours.
Can you see how dusty that is? I hate when that happens. It just freaking pulled the CPU out.
Ew, bro. This PC is disgusting, dude. After I cleaned the PC, I put it back together, getting ready to download Windows, and then I ran into headache number 3.
So I'm downloading Windows, but I have a problem. I don't have the graphics card in because I think it might be dead. It is currently 2 a.m. I've been trying to get this PC to work with this graphics card and it won't post, and when it does, it just freezes. I got into the BIOS one time. It'll only post with my NVIDIA graphics card. So I'm gonna go to sleep, try again tomorrow, and hopefully something changes. I've never had this problem before. It just doesn't make sense, honestly. So, yeah, I'm exhausted. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So I'm in an unfortunate situation. The graphics card is cooked. I thought it was working because I put it in my personal PC that actually works, and it posted, it ran fine, and then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try it one more time in there. And this time it just was struggling, and it posted, but it was purely running off of my CPU, and it didn't show up on my computer. I couldn't even, my computer wasn't recognizing it, and then I tried to restart and it wouldn't post. And I was like, well, here's the common denominator. It is the graphics card.
So then I went and bought a graphics card because that's for sure the problem, right?
This right here is a 5050, the overclocked edition. And as you can see, it is still in the plastic. The guy that bought it thought it was gonna fit in his computer, and it didn't, and ended up not returning it. These go for about $250 to $300. I got it for $200. Literally a brand new graphics card, and it's gonna run perfectly in that. Nothing's working. Tried that new graphics card, posted one time, that failed. I then put my personal graphics card, the 5060 Ti, in the build because it posted every time with that card. I think I might have fried the motherboard by putting the wrong BIOS update. Here is my personal PC, and as you can see, it is really disgusting. And I was actually looking at it and thinking, wow, I really need to take this apart. Honestly, I need a new case. Like, this is my old case, and I just keep putting stickers on it, which I kind of like that part, but Regardless, it has no room for upgrades. So I thought, how about I test this CPU from this PC in mine and see if it doesn't boot. Okay, so real quick, we know it's not the CPU. Now I'm very strongly suspicious of the power supply, so I'm going to take this motherboard that I know is working, that I know is good, and I'm gonna stick it into this and see if it's the power supply. Yeah, and we'll go from there. You are not gonna believe this. So I successfully updated the BIOS without this running, but now I actually have it running. It's been struggling to boot. Like, it just did not want to boot, but I updated the BIOS using the BIOS flashback, which was a pain because you have to get it exactly right on the USB. This is actually so good because this might save me like $100. So now I'm just gonna test all the other graphics cards and see whether or not it boots with those or not. Because it boots with this one. Now I'm gonna figure out how to safely turn this off because I don't want it to ruin anything. I mean, come on, it's spinning. It wants to boot, dude. It wants to. It wants to boot. It wants to. Okay, we are going to build my PC first because that is more important. Because I need to edit this video. Okay, so I have good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that I got my computer to turn on fully built, but the bad news is that now it won't connect to Wi-Fi and none of the USBs work. So now I can't download Windows onto a USB drive to put on this PC that I need to build still. This has just been a pleasant time. Oh my gosh, ignore the mess. My PC, on the other hand, looks amazing. And at the end of this, I'll give you a view of what they both look like, but it just looks so clean. And I think all of my parts just look like actually so much better in this case. This PC is gonna look a lot better with the parts that it has in this case, because there's a white graphics card and I just think it's gonna match this case a lot better than how it looked in this one. I also got some white case stands that I'm going to put on the front instead of that radiator. And I also have one more to the back here. So we're really sticking with the all white theme, and I think it's going to look a lot better. And finally, we are installing Windows 11, not 10, on this PC. This has been the hardest week of my life, PC-wise. I finally have two working PCs, not one, not two, or not one or the other, both. So super happy about that. Let's wait until Windows installs though.
Finally, this PC is ready to sell. Now it's time to wait and see if someone buys it.
One eternity later.
So I posted the PC like 2 weeks ago and it still isn't selling, so I'm gonna have to break a few of my own rules, which is no extra money for upgrades. Now please don't get mad at me, but I wouldn't have been able to post this video without buying this bundle I found on Marketplace for $550, plus another $450 and something else, but I just don't want to show you that yet.
First off, we have an AM5 motherboard, and it came with this processor, a 9600X.
It also came with 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and a 500 gigabyte NVMe, which I'm probably going to use in a different build. With this bundle, I'm able to build my first AM5 PC for myself, finally upgrading to the AM5 platform, which allows me to sell my old system to make back all the money I spent on upgrading. But first, we have to actually build the PCs.
So this is my new case, and this is my old one. I think that one looks way better on my desk and on my setup. and it has some quirks on it that I don't really care about. I think I'm gonna use this case as my flipping PC case. Just make it a really nice build and sell it for a premium.
So I began taking all of my parts from my old PC and building a new one. Now, I was not expecting this PC to look so good, but it genuinely is an amazing 1080p build. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM, a 5800X3D, an RTX 5050, and it also looks super clean. I'm hoping to at least get 1,000 for this PC.
All right, I have this PC built. Just gotta make sure it posts. Don't know why I wouldn't. It worked earlier, but you know, I've been having really good luck lately, so. Well, the RGB's not working, and this is not spinning, but I do have a post. Let's get this all buttoned up.
Super happy with how it came out. Probably my favorite PC that I've ever built. But now it's time to build my new PC. Except, of course, something went wrong. When I went to power up the PC, nothing happened. The board was not getting power, which could mean a lot of things. Actually, no, just two things. The power supply is bad, or the CPU is bad. Now, I have a confession to make. When I bought this bundle, I swapped out the CPU for a 9800X3D, my dream processor. And when I swapped the CPUs, I somehow bent one of the very tiny pins, causing the board not to power on because the CPU technically wasn't fully seated.
There's just no way. That was the problem the whole time.
I spent 8 hours diagnosing that because the only way you could see the bent pin was if you looked at it with a flashlight at the right angle. I proceeded to put the pin in the right place, and lo and behold, it finally booted. As you can see, I was super stressed out. I spent $1,000 on all these parts, and I was terrified that something was broken. But now it's time to reveal my build. In an AM5 DDR5 system with 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 9800X3D, my dream processor, a 5060 Ti, which at the time of recording this video has doubled in value since I bought it. In testing games like Valorant and Fortnite, maxing out all the settings I can, I still can't max out my graphics card. Which leaves me at a question. Do I have my dream PC?
The relief I feel right now is like, I want to cry. Like, I actually want to just like break down, because the amount of just crap that I've gone through because of these stupid motherboards. Diagnosing is just a pain, for one. And for two, one single pin was moved out of the way and caused it didn't want to power up at all, which is probably good. It probably protected my CPU, but like, it was hard to see. You could barely see that the pin was out of line. If I didn't look for literally like 20 seconds of just staring at it. It's 1:30 in the morning. I've been working at this since 6. It's been 6 hours of just grinding.
Finally, after troubleshooting, diagnosing, stressing, crying, I have built 3 different PCs. 2 are ready to sell, and the last one is one step closer to becoming my dream PC. Now all that's left is to make back all the money I just spent, which adds up to be a total of $1,720. In the next episode, I'm going to have to make all of that money back. Until next time, thank you for watching. I appreciate your patience with these episodes. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.